I am Araceli, a wealth advisor, real estate investor in the United States and Canada, and creator of Wealthy Women in Real Estate. Every week, I meet with Colette, a real estate broker and a real estate investor in Canada. We come together to talk about all things real estate investing and how to increase your wealth. Join us. Welcome, everyone. This is Araceli, Transition Wealth Advisor and real estate investor in Canada and the US. Remember, please subscribe so we can continue with this channel for you in my chat with Colette today. So what are we talking about, Colette?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. First, my name is Colette Rabba. I am a realtor or a broker in the real estate broker in the GTA. Oh my gosh, I don't know why it's so hard because I'm so excited about today's show. I am a real estate broker in the GTA and we love talking about real estate. That's why we do this show for you to share lots of information, lots of good tips and tricks. And today's show is my specialty or one of my specialties because my background I used to be a decorator. So I have a lot of knowledge in the decorating, background, window treatments, kitchen design, bathroom design, even closet design, stuff like that. But when it comes to fix and flips, there are things that you should do at the end to get the most money for your fix and flip, which is staging.
So, and it also depends, Colette, on where you are doing the staging, because I've did a lot of fix and flips that they were high end in the US, and I never staged any of them, right? Because
Wow.
the kitchen was high end, and that was basically my staging, right? The
Well,
kitchens and bathrooms spoke for themselves, right?
right. Okay.
But
So,
in the GTA, definitely we need to stage.
okay, but hold on a second. We
Yeah,
have to clear up one thing.
yeah,
Staging is not renovating. So you're talking
that's
about the
right.
kitchens and
Yes.
bathrooms are renovated.
Yeah.
That's not staging. We're talking about the finishes in the other rooms that people, when they walk through, go, "Oh, I want to live here." It's creating something that makes them want to live there. Of course, people want the beautiful kitchens and
Yeah.
bathrooms, but it's that I've had clients where they're like, I can't see myself living here. So
Oh,
ultimately,
I know.
staging is very difficult. You're absolutely right. It depends on where you're selling, depends on what kind of market. Because it's a hot market, you don't have to
Yeah.
pretty much do any
You know,
staging.
the reason that a staging actually brings you a lot of value is because of that. Like as real estate investors, you are trained to see beyond what's there. So you have a property that might look crappy, but you know they said, "Oh my God, yeah, I can do this, I can do that," and you put it all in your head. The
Right.
majority of people do not have that ability. And that's the reason that you want to have this staging so you can show people how is it going to look like when they're living there.
I wish people could read my mind because when I show a house to someone and go, "Oh my God, this could be so cute. Like, do you see there could be this or there could be that? And you know what? Let's change the layout of the kitchen because of that." So that's renovating. That's one thing.
Mm,
But when you come into a house, most people want to feel at home. They want to feel that they belong there.
yeah,
Not just about the, yes, of course, location is the most important thing, but really, you walk through the house, you want it to be homey, you want it to
yeah.
feel nice, you want it to feel like you could live there. So that's the thing that you're trying to create with staging. It's not going to please everyone, but if you can do these few things that we're going to talk about, you will have the most people interested, the easiest thing to do. And really, if you're on a budget, you can do this too. So we're not giving you crazy things like going and buying gold tables and gold toilets. Not that at all. Like we're going to give you some really, really easy tips.
Yeah.
So the one thing is paint. What do you want to do about paint?
Well, I like neutral colors. I don't want to see rooms that are in a really dark tones. It doesn't matter what the color is, but if you see those, like it used to have like green and red, and you want to stay away from those because they look smaller
Yeah. And
and
dated.
and just there's not a lot of light reflecting unless you do put a lot of light to show it.
Well, that's two things right there. So number one, get your lighting upgraded. So whatever ceiling fixtures there are, you can do it quite easily and cheaply. You can go to Habitat Resource, one of my favorite places to shop. Sometimes if you're so lucky, they'll even have white paint. So I'm going to go one step above what you said about paint.
Yep.
I will only paint my fix and flips white. For two reasons. Number one, it's light and bright. Number two, people can go in and do whatever they want after. It's the easiest paint color to cover. So even if you do a primer, if you even want to cheap out and just do primer, in some cases you can. It doesn't look that great, but you know, you might have to do a couple layers of primer. So absolutely light white color on the walls. If you don't like it, too bad. You're not the buyer. Like, don't be creative in this department, please. Yeah. Some people want to do like focal walls. Stop all that nonsense. Don't do it. Please don't do it. So the other thing too is about money. Why do you want to spend money on paint when you don't have to? Paint it all white, paint it all neutral. Everything is great. Go for that. Paint all your trim white too. If somebody wants to come in and be creative, that's up to them. They've bought the property, right? Another thing, so Habitat Restore, this is the thing about budgets. So just to say, Habitat Restore is great. Even stores like Walmart, they have some really good classic design elements that they are starting to sell. Really, when you're buying accessories, stick with your natural wood. So even if you look behind me on my little background, yeah, all neutral woods. You don't see any painted colors. Nothing is jumping out at you. Something that's very, very neutral. People walk in and they just want to feel calm. So if you, again, want to have excitement and whatever else going on, that's up to the end user, right? No excitement. We're boring. So we want light woods, natural woods. Even if you have to redo your flooring, I'm seeing a lot of it now. I'm getting a little bit tired of the gray, you know, that gray whitewash kind of flooring. Not my favorite, but I would still stick with a very light colored wood, even on the floor. So like you know, like a birch or an oak, but not yellow tone. Stick with the nice neutral, more like behind me. What color would you say that? Light wood.
Yeah. Light
wood tones. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other two little things that I want to say, or actually more than two, shop your own home. You can bring in little tables, coffee tables, side tables, just to go and sell it for the few weeks that it's going to be on the market. See what you have already. No need to buy anything new. So also secondhand stores, thrift stores, markets, antique markets. But have an idea of what you want to do first. Pick up a few magazines, take a look at what the style is these days. If you're not sure what we're talking about, see what's popular, because that way people will say, oh my gosh, it looks like a magazine. That is the ultimate compliment when you're doing a fix and flip. Yeah. Visually speaking, I like big artwork and I like a lot of graphic in the artwork because you take it away with you. Yeah. So shop your home too if you have some nice artwork. I know you do. I might have to borrow one for my next flip. I have something in mind.
Some of the artwork, I just want to say something about the artwork.
Oh, please.
It's something very neutral. Could be nature, or could be, you know, some of those abstract painting.
Because, yes, or like a landscape.
Any landscape, anything like that, because you don't want to have something that is very specific to you, that it means something to you, but it means nothing to anybody else. You want anything that could be relatable to everyone. Right?
Yeah, so no boudoir pictures. You don't want any, like, you know, sexy posing.
No, you know, if that's what you prefer, that's okay, but no. Fix and flip. Not for the fix and flip.
Right, for your house, but not for the public. No, thank you. And believe me, I've seen enough of those. I really don't need to see any more. And also big mirrors, because mirrors act as double duty. Number one, they reflect light, right? And it makes the room look bigger. And number two, people will actually see an image of themselves in the room. So that's a
Yeah.
little secret that stagers have. So you want to put those mirrors in places where people will actually see their reflection, and psychologically, I know this is crazy, people feel like, oh, I'm seeing myself in the room and oh, I look pretty good in this room. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So
I
if you
look
can get,
good.
yeah, I suit the space. So really big mirrors. Don't skimp out and put little, things here and there. Really not helpful at all. And really, what Araceli said, neutral artwork. Neutral artwork. So, what else can we do? Because we're on a budget. How about I go to my friend's house? I just said it. I'm going to borrow some artwork from my friends because I know, oh, I really like that. Hey, I know she had a bookshelf.
Yeah.
See if they can borrow it. You don't need to fill the house with crazy amounts of
Right.
stuff.
No, no, no. Just a few things. What I wanted to say about this, the furniture, make
Yeah,
sure that the furniture is scaled to the area because you don't want to have a huge couch in a really small room or the opposite, right? You want to have a
exactly.
big room and a little tiny couch. It just doesn't make any sense. It has to be scalable. Don't go too big, too small because it's just going to look weird. So
Right.
you want to be scalable to it and don't crowd the room. Don't put too much furniture in it.
Right. It doesn't have to be. So like the biggest question I ever get constantly when we look at vacant homes, especially smaller homes, they want to know, or condos, especially condos. People say, can I fit a queen size bed in here or a king size bed? That is the biggest question about bedrooms because people don't really know. I sometimes I'll have to look at the listing. Of course, the measurement is on there, but people don't know how big a king size bed is. They just want to visualize, can I fit it or not? I have these big giant sideboards and a big giant headboard. How do I fit it all in this space? Don't even ask me how many times people have lost out on a sale because their furniture doesn't fit. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Sell that giant bed, sell that giant coffee table or whatever the
Yeah.
dining table that you have. It's not worth it. Anyway, so the other thing, what a designer tip for everybody, when you stage a house, you want to have a focal point in every room. And the focal point should be when you're standing in the doorway and somebody sticks their head in and looks around, that should be very clear what the room is. If it's a bedroom, have the bed facing, so you see the headboard and everything against on the opposite wall. If you can, when you step into the room, you can see everything. So that is so important when you're staging, to think about the walkthrough and how people will view and what they're going to see in every room. So focal point, have a beautiful headboard, have a nice picture, have a big mirror, whatever that is. Try and do that. What else? Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that is it because remember, we're trying to do this on a budget, and I think those items would be the most that you're gonna get and just make it beautiful. Remember, so just to summarize, paint is the cheapest thing that you can do. They're gonna get you the best. Then lighting, make sure that you have good lighting in their room. The furniture, remember, not too big, not too small, exactly what it is. Make sure that you use big art and neutral, which is could be landscapes or nature or abstract painting.
Yes.
Mirrors,
Yeah. I was
right?
going to say no naked pictures, don't forget.
That's right. No naked pictures, preferably.
Or no pictures of your kids too. Anything that's personal, like
Yeah,
let's
no,
just
nothing
cross the
personal. Yeah,
nothing personal. Absolutely. And mirrors and focal point.
focal points. That's right. That's the last one. Make sure that you have all of that. And then just, if you don't have an idea what to do, remember, contact Colette. Colette knows lots things to do. But if you don't have access to Colette, then get a magazine and try to make it look like that. Okay.
Right. There's lots of websites too. Pinterest, even
Yep.
YouTube,
Yep.
Instagram is great for stuff like that. Just have little ideas of what you want to accomplish. Nothing crazy, nothing exciting, only because you want to make the most people happy and comfortable. So really neutral, neutral, neutral. I know it sounds boring. You can do whatever you want in your own house. But for a fix and flip, neutral.
and you will get the most money for it. That's what you want, because you want to make sure that people see themselves in the house. Remember, 90% of buyers will not be able to visualize. They need
Right.
to see it all live, kind of thing, right?
It's crazy.
that
Yeah.
that is the best advice if you're gonna sell that fix and flip as quickly and for the most money. Okay.
And so, take a look at our YouTube, because we have so much information. There's so many more interesting things on the channel. Please take a look, subscribe, like, comment, give us your questions. That's the most important thing, so we can answer it for you.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you, Colette, for showing us this, and I hope you can get the most money for that fix and flip. And
Let's do it.
we'll see you at the next one. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for being here on the show. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when there are more shows available. And if you would like to have more information on how to start investing in real estate, please visit my website at www.aracelihernandez.com. Thank you.